Well, great morning, everybody in the gathering of the Griots world. What's up? It's your girl Asada sitting here today with excitement to the level where I almost could not sleep last night. But I did sleep, and I'm here with you today, nice and bright and bushy-tailed. We got a great show for you today. What is it about? Our Black History Book Fair, baby. Boop, boop, boop. We'll go over the dates. We'll go over the content. This is just the first of many that will lead up to the event, but this is the first of the beautiful, beautiful journey that we're traveling and the people that are traveling with us. So before we get into our great interviews with great people, illustrators, writers, and the like, let us pay homage to the female solution, because the female solution is why we're here. What? We're the Tuesday show for the female solution. So let's just take a look, and don't go nowhere, because we got a packed show of fabulousness. See you in a minute.
Women have the power to transform this world. We can end crime and violence if we all agree to do one thing: share. Let's share our wisdom, share our time, share our talents, share our finances, but most of all, let's share our love. This is the female solution.
All right. So this is the female solution. And like I said, you are tuned into the gathering of the griots. But it's really not a but. It's just a, oh God, where do I start? Right. So the Black History Book Fair is something that we've done before. And sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't. It just depends on what I'm feeling. But I was prompted to make this happen by someone else. And that's why I was like, okay, I love a team. I love help. I'm not trying to do all this by myself. So I'm going to bring on the sister who said, I want to do the Black History Book Fair. Sound good to me. Let's do it. And I'm bringing her on. Her name is Michelle Renee Israel. Hey, mama, what's up?
Good morning, my sister. How are you?
I am loving life, girl. Thank you so
Me
much
too.
for
Me
your
too.
encouragement to do
Oh,
this
thank
Black
you for
History Book
accepting
Fair.
it.
Yeah, no doubt. I'm my thing is I'm here to do the work. We're
Yes,
gonna make it go
absolutely.
right. I'm here to do the work. So if I have a team to say, let's do it this way, then good. Let's look at it.
Yes,
I don't need I don't need the title. Let's do it. Let's make it
I'm
happen.
excited too.
Yes. So the reason why Michelle is so important is not just because she wants to help with the book fair, but she's an author. And she's an author, been an author with us since kind of like the beginning, 2016 or 17, somewhere, whatever in that area. But we're going to look at how her books have impacted the mission that we have to make sure that Black history in all ways is celebrating us through literature,
Yes,
period. And so we're going to first deal with you and some of what you're doing with regards to young people, because you also work in education, but you did a whole series called The Truth Twins. Isn't that correct? Let's look at
yes,
that real quick.
yes. That's the
And
first
so
of the series. More to
the
come.
first of the series, more to come. And so
More to come.
tell us tell us a little bit about it, like what your goal is with making the Truth Twins. We're going to share some illustrations as you talk.
Okay. Well, um, I think it is as a mother and as an educator. I know that it is important for our young people to see themselves in literature. And one book that we can call a piece of literature, we can call it a history book, we can call it a book to guide our lives, whatever we want to call it. But there's lots of young people that look like me that read this book. And so I wanted to be able to take the stories in this book, which is the Bible, and bring out um, the identity, to bring out cultural, so that our youth, the young people that look like me, can be empowered. Children benefit from seeing themselves represented in literature. It affects their affirmity. It affects their identity. It increases their self-worth. It enhances their literacy and their ability to comprehend and engage. And I just wanted to have young people to see themselves in literature. When my children were growing up, they didn't have that opportunity. and it would have benefited them so much. So I just wanted to be the change that I want to see in the world.
Let me bring myself back. Be the change.
Be the
Now,
change.
be the
Yeah.
change.
If you
Now,
pick up,
look,
if you pick up a storybook about a Bible story, say you pick up this story is about um Noah's Ark. Go to the
okay.
bookstore, find books about Noah's Ark. My children, our children don't see themselves in that story.
Mm,
And I
that's
wanted
right.
to change that.
That's right. Look at this, y'all. So you got what I love about this is you got black family, you
Yeah,
got, communication, eating
yeah.
together. Like when you talk about black history, we making history. What are you
We're
talking about? We
making
making
history.
future, black
Yeah,
future, right? And
yeah,
so we need to be in control of the images that
yeah,
we are putting out in here. We don't have to worry about the images that other people are talking about. Don't
yeah,
nobody care about what they talking about.
no,
But
yeah,
we control. Look at this full
yeah.
family, mother and father, supporting each other and sitting with the children. So all of this to me is tantamount. Now
And
look at this, y'all.
and
Who
the
this? Who
story
this?
starts.
Who this?
So
Who
the
this?
family, the Truth twins are two are twins, and the characters are came from my own twins, Naomi and Nashon. So it came from them, and they're not on a mission because children don't have missions, but they have they encounter the people that they read about and they share that. So the Truth twins share this story of Noah's Ark with other children in their community. So this what you see right now is Noah, and before you saw their family in real life today. So now they're going back in history, sharing with their parents what they understand about this story of Noah's Ark. This is Noah and his three sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, and we read a lot about them, but we don't see
Mhm.
them as as black people. So we wanted to depict them as black people so that our children can see themselves in the literature. It is so important to empower children,
Yes,
especially from
absolutely.
this book that what 50% of African Americans in this country read this book, and they read this book, it guides their families. So our
That's right.
children can't keep seeing other people in this book. They need to see themselves.
That's right. So what I want to do, you guys, is because that's just a children's book and there are others coming to the table, but Michelle has an illustrator that brings the power, baby. And we're going to share some of her images. Let me bring Marguerite right to the stage. How are you, Marguerite?
Hey, I'm great. How are you?
Good, good, good. We want to share some of your beautiful designs
Yeah.
as well. And this book, that the Truth Twins is one, but Lessons from Our Foremothers will be
Yeah.
coming to the and will be at the book fair as well. And it
Mhm.
has some of your work in it. So talk a little bit about your journey and why is it important to show and depict these women, to depict our people? Like, what does it feel like to be depicting our people in these ways? And look, for biblical reasons. So all of the above, but the most part, like our people, what does it feel like for you to be able to do it? And you do it so well.
Well, thank you. Well, of course, it feels natural because I grew up in Detroit, a chocolate city. Then half of my life I've lived here in Chicago, which is basically a chocolate city. So for
Mhm.
me, all I see is, my surroundings and what we look like. And like Michelle was saying, we want to raise our children to see, beautiful black people. So it feels good to be able to portray it with my art. I love it. And I've been drawing ever since I was a little girl. So all I ever draw is black people.
Now, look, I could be here all day, like, oh God, I want to make sure I go now. But I really want to show these images because you not only show black people, but you do it so well. Look at these women. What? What? The complexions. What are we looking at right here?
This mother and child is actually portraying Mary and the baby Jesus. And
Mm-hmm.
the other picture is the armor of God. So we got a sister representing the armor of God. She has on her armor. She got her soldiers behind her. She got her weapons of, getting out there. And it was such a pleasure to do this. I mean, I enjoyed it so much. I learned so much about the women of the Bible. Talking to Michelle and doing my own research, it was a delight. I loved it.
That's so beautiful. And the Bible is so important to us as a people on so
Yeah,
many levels. Like you said,
yeah,
we need to be in control of the narrative.
yeah.
This is not even about an opinion. Like, oh, I have an opinion that these are
Mm.
black people. They actually
It's
were black
evidence.
people.
There is
Period.
historical evidence.
Yes.
It's historical
Period.
evidence. Yeah,
That's
period.
right.
And all you
So
got to
you
do is read for yourself, open an encyclopedia, and do some research. It's right there.
it
Yes.
is
It's
right
not
there.
hidden. It's not hidden at all. It's just we don't do our own research about it. It's not
Sure,
hidden.
sure. And the thing about it, I mean, even with this, what you dealing with the fact that the Pope prays to the Black Madonna. Let's not
Yeah.
get
Yeah.
that
Oh, duh.
right.
Yes.
And so this is a true portrayal. Now, you
It's a
guys,
super
if you want
show.
to do any of them, we have one website, which is margueritesart.com. You see it at the bottom of the page. People ask me all the time for an illustrator. And I'll be like, okay, hold on. I know a lot of people are doing AI, but we don't care about that. We got people that actually have skills to do the
Mhm.
work.
Yes.
And so Marguerite is one of those people. So there's her website, margueritesart.com. But if you want to get my girl's book, and some of them are the Truth Twins gonna be out by February, or are they
Yes,
out
both
right
of these
now?
will. The Truth Twins will be out by the middle of November. Lesson from Our
Got you.
Foremothers will be available in January, just in time for King's Day.
Okay, so you see one website down. I want you to take this other website, guys, and that is michellerenee.com, because that's where you're going to see the plethora of books that she has on the table. She's a multi-genre author. You got fiction, you got children's. I just love them so much because I love quality and who promotes our black writers. That's what this show is about. It's about
Yeah.
being able to take our stories and show them for our own benefit.
hmm
Period. And
We
put that out
we
there.
have to
And so
promote. We have to promote ourselves and each
we
other.
we have to promote
We
ourselves and
have
each
to.
other. And so
Yes.
I love this work. Let me show that cover again. Show these women again. You said this was Abigail, huh? Did you say something like that?
Abigail is the one holding the plate with the wrap
Okay.
on in the brown,
Yes.
and
Okay.
Bathsheba is the other.
Got you.
Bathsheba is the one who tempted King David. Ain't she beautiful?
Girl, and see, some people don't know the details of the Bible, so this is going to
Mhm.
be a good piece for people to just
Yes,
even understand the
Yeah.
people in the Bible and their relevance. So,
yes,
and we're doing it our way. And again, it's not an opinion; it's because we're taking the truth and setting it free. Boo. How about
absolutely.
that?
Yes.
Definitely. So, you ladies, I just want to say thank you so much for being here. Now, Michelle, you're going to be here throughout,
Okay.
coming with some of the other people. Marguerite, thank you for coming today and
Thank
showing the
you.
world that we got a real illustrator in the
We got a
building.
real
Okay.
illustrator,
Illustrator
y'all.
in the building. That's right.
Oh.
So, we are coming back with more, you guys. We have more authors coming to the table, but we're going to take a quick break before that. And we'll be back right after these messages. Don't go far because it's so much to it's just so much to share today. We'll be back, and I got a big reveal at the end too. Don't say nothing. I'll see you all very shortly. Don't go
Okay.
nowhere. We'll be right
Okay.
back.
Hi, I'm Barbara.
I'm Cheryl.
And I'm Naima. We're three Black moms.
And in case you didn't notice the resemblance, we're also three sisters.
We're going to be coming to you every week, sharing our successes and our mistakes as we navigate our lives as moms, wives, sisters, daughters, and of course, Black women in today's world.
We'll talk about it all: race, politics, religion, economics, culture, and we'll take a look at everything from whether or not to use corporal punishment to how do you teach your children about sex.
Look for our upcoming book, Growing Up Charles. It's a personal story about our lives growing up in Maple Park on Chicago's South Side. I'm Barbara.
I'm Cheryl.
And I'm Naima. We're three Black moms. Follow us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Three Black Moms.
All right, y'all, we are back and we getting ready to rock and roll with another author that is going to be at the Soulful Chicago Black History Book Fair in February 15th to be exact. So mark your calendars. That's a Sunday, February 15th. And I'm so glad to have her. She's a great author. Another kind of becoming a multi-genre author. We know her as a fiction writer, but man, she's coming to the table. Let's bring my girl. Let me first show what we're dealing with. We're dealing with the Soulful Chicago Black History Book Fair. So excited. Not only though looking at Black history, but giving big ups to the Black futures that we're creating. I'm going to bring my girl to the table, Asia. How are you,
Good morning.
Asia?
Good morning.
How's
Good
everything?
morning. Thank you so much for having me.
Good. That's right. You got on your t-shirt for your book and everything, laying it out. That's what I'm talking about.
One of the four.
That's right, one of the four. So let's talk a little bit first about your children's book, Hello Summer, because I know you as a fiction writer. I love the story she told me on. She told me yesterday, I have applied for this book fair since whenever, but finally did it. Talk a little bit about that. That's so funny story to me.
Okay, so first and foremost, I wanted to say thank you so much for allowing me to come on your platform. And in terms of the book fair, I've applied for it numerous times. I'm accountable, and I have to honestly say, I did not go through it the first few times, but it's better late than never. And it was something about that morning. I happened to go to my email, and the first thing that I saw in my email was, hey, sign up now. And it was related to the book fair. I said, okay, this is confirmation. I have to sign up and just execute the plan. So I'm just excited to even be able to be part of this podcast, to be part of this streaming, be part of the actual book fair. This is a big deal. It's huge.
That's right. It's huge, baby. It's huge. And I got a big reveal at the end, baby, because I secured the location last night.
Okay.
And it is fine. It is fine as wine. So anyway, tell us a little bit about Hello Summer, your children's book, because we also want to get to your other titles as well.
Okay, so Hello Summer is actually, I'm going to be honest, Hello Summer was the most challenging of the four books that I've already written. It's a book about adventure and just different summer activities for children, age ranging from anywhere from 3 to 8. It's perfect for your bookshelf. It's a rhyming book, and it has beautiful pictures with all ethnicities because I believe that racism starts from within, so it's important to let our children interact with everyone. So, Hello Summer is something that is not just for children. You might want to express your inner childhood and get your copy of Hello Summer as well, and rhyme with the story. And so it talks about different adventures such as anywhere from building sandcastles to hanging out and baking with mom. It's definitely a must read.
It's a must read. You heard that, right? So that's her children's book. But now every time you've submitted, when I saw your name, I was like, I know that name. But she also is a fiction writer. So let me show some of that.
Okay, so
Talk
Life's
about
Roller
these.
Coaster. Okay, so Life's Roller Coaster is my urban fiction book, which I'm also about to actually film a TV pilot, which is an adaptation to Life's Roller Coaster. Now, in terms of
Mm,
Bittersweet is one of the two anthologies that I have, the other being Mouth Wide Shut. Life's Roller Coaster is, oh, okay, that is a ride that you definitely need your seatbelt on because it's deep. The way that I've written since I received my MFA, um, when you read my words now, you'll be able to actually visualize the actual story and put yourself in those scenes. So if you have Life's Roller Coaster, buckle up for the ride because that ride can get a little bumpy, but is definitely also a must read.
hmm Now, bittersweet. Did you say is it connected to Life Roller Coaster, or is it a totally different story? Which one came first?
Okay, so actually, crazy thing, I started writing Life's Roller Coaster back in 2012, but Bittersweet was the first book that I published. Bittersweet
Okay.
was actually supposed to be, um, was comprised of different poems that I was at the time writing for my master thesis
hmm
before I received my MFA in creative writing, and
Okay.
at the time my instructor told me no, you can't just do poems. So I had to, she challenged me to do something more, and I ended up doing a TV pilot, which, like I stated before, will be being filmed within the next few months. I'm working with a great cinematographer. He's amazing. But in terms of Bittersweet, I just took all the poems, some of the poems that I was going to write with my master thesis, and comprised it into a book. And I went from there. So Bittersweet was actually my first book that I published. Yes.
Gotcha. Okay. The girls knocking it out. Now look at this. Look at this cover here. Now this one right here. When I saw this, I said, "Oh Lord, let's look, look, look." Boom. What is this about?
Okay, so Mouth Wide Shut is also it's my second anthology. It's also a poetry book. So when I say it is anything from heartache to love to pain to disappointment, it it's a poem or two in there that's going to touch each and every one of your hearts. So it's something that you need to read, and I'm saying it's when I say it's something you need to read, I'm not just saying it because I wrote it. I'm saying it because the poems be pointed. Okay, you're not going to be able to put this book down.
Wow. So this is this all poems, or is it poems within a story, or how is this?
So Mouth Wide Shut, just like Bittersweet, is just poetry books. Those are
Got
my
you.
two anthologies. My only urban
Got you.
fiction is Life's Roller Coaster.
Okay, got you. And so, what made you kind of dabble into these different genres or different formats of writing? I love that you have some professional background with creative writing and seeing you put it to use, loving it. What made you, though, make that decision?
Okay, so in terms of genres, it was more so the poetry book was an accident. The fiction book was
Mhm.
something I already had inside of me, Life's Roller Coaster.
Okay. Okay.
Um, I just feel like writing is a way of telling a story, and everyone has a story to tell. It's just all about the way that you choose to convey it, whether it's blogging, whether it's a podcast, whether it's a poem or urban fiction book. Your story is your story, and only you can tell your story because it's yours. So I just had to get it out. The second poetry book was just written basically because I got so much feedback on Bittersweet that I
Okay.
was told that I needed to come up with some more. Okay, and
Okay.
and
Okay.
also now Hello Summer, I told you guys that was the most challenging. Okay, it was very hard for me to wrap my head around that. But I had some of my friends' children like, okay, I see that you're writing for adults. What about the kids? So
hmm
it was more so a challenge for me, and I just couldn't leave the little ones behind, and I had to let them have a story as well, and have a fun adventure for them.
Nice. I don't know if you mentioned this because I there's so much of what you said that's highlighted. But why was it a challenge? Why was the children's a challenge?
Okay, in terms of putting a story together, storylines is way different writing for children to understand as opposed to adults. So
Yeah.
just trying to get into the mindset of trying not to overdo it and be too lengthy in the words and make the rhymes rhyme the way I felt like they should flow. and also refrain from going to getting too far in depth because they are children. So I just had to try to like get myself together so that the children's book can be for children as opposed to adults. It's way
Okay.
different than saying, okay, I wrote a poem for an adult. That's different. They'll understand. But then there's children. I had to get in their mindset like, okay, what was someone my age? What was the younger Asia? What was
Sure.
the younger age the writer want to read and see?
Sure.
So I got with my illustrator. I wrote what I needed to write. Got with my illustrator, and I said I revised.
Okay.
And then it was like, okay, that's a hit. That's it.
Nice. What's the age group now? Because a lot of people say to me when I say, "What age is your book for?" They say, "Well, all ages." But I'll be like, "Check this out. A kindergartner has a different grade level reading than a fifth grader." So, what would you say? What's the age range for your book?
I'm gonna say just like they said, all ages, but more so. This is for beginner readers between
Okay.
3 and 8. This is something
Okay.
perfect for a bedtime story, something that you can read to say if you and your child are on a trip. They have this ebook ready, it's friendly as well. You can get that iPad with mama's reading her adult book, and everyone could be reading and learning. And at
Nice.
this point in time, the child could be rhyming.
Got you. And now, is Hello Summer available now? Are all your books available now?
Yes, all of those books are available on Amazon. They can also go to my website at asiathewriter.com and
Okay.
they can purchase there. If they purchase through the website, they can actually get a signed copy for themselves or their child, their children.
That's what we want. Yeah, you guys, if you're looking, see the website at the bottom, asiathewriter.com. Take that down. That's where you can get Asia's books before the book. You ain't got to wait till February to see her books, but definitely want to say thank you for being on today so much, Asia. You are a gem. I'm glad you finally made the decision to be with us. Woo, 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 woo.
Woo woo!
Yeah. And then,
Thank you so much for
support.
having me.
Yeah, no doubt. The support will be forthcoming, my darling. I really appreciate you. Mwah.
Back at you.
Okay. Peace. You got it. All right, guys. So check it. Let me just tune on. Let me get my girls going back to work. So I'm going to get that rolling. Now, we have more in store for the Black History Book Fair. We have so much to share regarding just more authors bringing excellence. What are you talking about? Big time. There is a sister who works with her mother, right? And I'm going to take another break, but when we come back, we are going to sit with her and find out the books that they put out because they've been in my book fair before and people have bought those books and they speak to something that's very important to just not even just our people, but to people in general about what we're giving to the younger generation. So we'll be right back after this quick message. And the main thing about this message is it speaks to what's coming up. This is the show for our Black History Book Fair coming up February 15th. I'm going to have the great reveal at the end of where it's going to be. I'm so happy. But anyway, let's just take a quick look at this commercial and we'll be back right after it plays. Don't go nowhere.
Soulful Chicago Black History Book Fair.
Hey family, this is Charles Humphrey of MCH Publishing, and I'm here with Ashada, and we at the Soulful Chicago Book what?
This is the Soulful Chicago Black History Book Fair, slamming.
We getting down in Hyde Park. Just run it down, my sister. Just tell us, for the people, a little bit about what we're doing here today and why.
You know, this is the Soulful Chicago Black History Book Fair, and this month is very important. I feel like we don't give it the type of recognition that it needs. But beyond that, I do all things literary, and we have so many ancestors that have taken a tradition of writing and done great things. Well, we have those of us that are carrying on that tradition, and nobody knows about them until now. So the Soulful Chicago Black History Book Fair is allowing us to tell our stories according to ourselves for our own benefit, and it's just beautiful. I mean, she could have been here today if you wasn't here, but if you were, it's been amazing. People came in consistently, children, and we have children's authors, we have nonfiction authors, we have fiction authors. This is really good, and it's about taking our own power in our own hands and doing what we do on the literary tip, though.
Right.
I got to work, but I can't help it. Everything going to school. Not just about bringing my African
Sit like this. Bring it back.
Did you see the energy? Did you see it? You see the vibe, right? We love the Black History Book Fair. The people come through. You know, Black history is just important to us as a people, period, right? But again, we want to promote Black future. That's how we're going to do that. If you just tuned in, you're right here with Gathering of the Griots. Don't get it twisted. We promote the authors of the Black History Book Fair, of all Soulful Chicago Book Fair events, and make sure you understand the story behind the story when you come to the table. So without further ado, I want to just bring on my girl, Michelle, real quick again, because I feel like I couldn't have done this without you. It feels good to have a person that is in the background ready to support. What is the reason why you wanted to do the Black History Book Fair specifically? What made you bring that to the table to me?
Because I am a fan of Black history. And Black history happens every day. We need to
Mm-hmm.
study it every day.
Mm-hmm.
But we only get the opportunity to promote our history once a year. And I want to take
Mm-hmm.
full advantage of that time. And I
Mm-hmm.
know that, like I said earlier, our children need to see themselves in the literature, not just in the Bible, but they need to see themselves in books. And I really love the young sister, her work that you just showed,
Mm-hmm.
Asia, was it? And
Yep.
I love that she is depicting a young Black girl who encounters all people. Because even though our children need to see themselves in the literature, other people, other children, in order for them to gain a tolerance of one another, and in order for them to be able to love and befriend our children, they need to see us in literature too. We see them, they need to see us also. Black literature is
The
important. I
world.
think
That's right.
Black History Month is important. Our literature is important. Why not bring them together? I think it's a
That's right.
perfect
And if
opportunity
nobody's
to promote Black authors.
That's right. We gotta promote it, y'all.
We
I'm
have
putting
to,
the responsibility in our own hands. My
and
girl
we
Zelda
will.
said, that's right, and we doing it. Zelda
Yes,
says Soulful Chicago Book Fair is what the world needs. Thanks for sharing your vision with us. You got it.
yes,
You got it. You know
yes.
it. That's what we're here for.
It's a wonderful idea. And when I heard about your book fair, what was that? I think I first heard about it in 2015 or 16. I'm
Yes,
like,
yeah,
oh, I gotta connect myself with her and be a part of what she's doing, be a support to what she's doing, because the work is
sure.
important. This work that you're doing is important.
Thank you so much. Well, y'all, we're not going to waste another minute. I want to bring on an author that's doing some great work. Her name is Antoinette Parker. What's up, mama?
Hello, hello, hello. Glad to
Hey,
be here.
girl, we got so much we're going to share with you guys what you guys are doing. Now, you're in business with your mom doing this work, correct?
Yes, yes, yes.
How did that come about? What are we dealing with right now? How did you do that? Like, well, whose idea was it to start this project? And then we're going to get into what you're doing and what it means.
Okay. My mom, she was a former educator and principal. And not just that, she has always been an entrepreneur. So both of us are one and the same. We just bounce ideas off of each other. It's like, oh, we should do this, we should do that. So I
Mm-hmm.
did, as a teacher, I mentioned to her, I said, oh, I want to do a handwriting book, Black history.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, we can do it. And I said, yeah, because she has written a book herself before.
Okay.
And I'm just like leaning on her. So we just came together and worked together. And she was the one like, come on now, my family calls me Annie. She's like, Annie, we need to do this. Annie, we need to do that. I'm like, okay, thank you, Ma. But yeah, she
Nice.
was helping to drive it and just keeping me going and encouraging me. So
just working with my mom was really has been and is a great experience.
Excellent. You guys, look at this. This is just a little bit about both of them. So, Dr. Towns Thompson, that's mom, has over 30 years of experience as an educator, alcohol and drug prevention professional, education administrator, ordained minister. Come on now. So, we're
Yeah.
bringing to the some real deal people who have made a decision to go into writing, right? And then Miss Parker, that we're talking to, is an educator with over 21 years of experience. She's graduated from Chicago State University with a bachelor's degree in early childhood. So your background, again, we love that you not only went, let me go get a job, but you came out with a project that actually stimulates skills in our young people. Now, I know that the front of your book has an Adinkra symbol on it. What does that symbol mean? And Adinkra symbols, just so y'all know, they're Ghanaian symbols that mean different things and have different lessons to them. So go ahead and tell us what that symbol is we're looking at on the front of that book.
That is the Aya or the firm. It is a symbol of resourcefulness and perseverance. And if nothing, we all are resourceful and we persevere. So,
Mm.
just the history of our people, it speaks to it. So that my mom was actually the one who selected that symbol, because we had a couple. I was like, we have to use an Adinkra symbol, and also my stepfather is Ghanaian, so just still having that background and that knowledge of how powerful the symbols are and what they represent. People see it, and it's a powerful symbol to me. So
No doubt about it. And there's so much. Your website, you guys, if you like to go, so all the books are out, right? All your books
yes,
are out?
they are. Yes, you
Good.
can.
So if you're seeing this and you said, what, a handwriting book? Just look at this. I just want to show this here. So it's a handwriting book that helps them with their letters and what have you, but also Black history. And I want you all, not only you see the website at the bottom, but if you look at this slide, it shows their number as well. There's a 800-491-8182 if you want to order from them, and it's on Amazon as well. Now, let me just show a picture, another picture of one of those handwriting books. Oh, that's them at the book fair. Hey, out. Oh, hey, you see them there at our last, but that was our, I think, either holiday or springtime book fair. I can't really remember, but they just come so much. But this is a young brother who is a great supporter. He bought the book as well. But I want to show sort of the interior. Now, you have different age groups. What is this green book, the orange book, and I think there's a yellow one? They're divided by age, correct?
Yes, the yellow book is K through second, and it has manuscript writing. Not only are they learning vocabulary and also about history and just knowing that the first letter, I said, people have to know Africa is not this little tiny place on earth, as compared to America. And it's just, it has it. The yellow book is K through second, the green book is third through fifth, and the burnt orange book is sixth and upper. Um, and each book has historical information, and the pictures are in color for most part, and they are also representing different people, different items, in different mediums. So each book is different in that it has a number of different people. You may find somebody that's repeated, but it's more knowledge. So the books range just in how much information is provided. But they all have affirmations too. So not only do they learn uh, new vocabulary, they also can they learn it in context as an affirmation. And the handwriting practice is, writing kind of helps writing on your brain, right? So what better way than to practice. So this is a great resource. I've actually had a coworker of mine that was teaching fourth grade use the green book in her
Mm-hmm.
classroom.
Okay.
And she used it as to teach social studies, to teach history,
Wow.
and yeah, it's really good because it not only focuses on just one group of people, but you can see greatness in athletes, musicians,
Mm-hmm.
political activists, civil rights activists, and it just goes, it kind of spans. We tried to give a lot of information. Initially, the book was going to be one big book, and we
Okay.
kind of like, listen, we need to kind of chop this up a little bit. So it was like,
Okay.
okay, if we do the K2 book first, then we'll see, from there where we can go. And then from that, it became 3 books instead of one big book.
I love it. That and it makes so much sense. It's kind of like what I just said to Asia. Look, you got different age groups have different skill sets that they're working on. And so if your book has big paragraphs, that is not for
Mhm.
the first reader. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad that you all did
Right.
that in levels and understood. And you're educators, so that was clear that that needed to be done, in that way. And I love that you're using Adinkra symbols now. Do you all have any plans for the future in terms of using other Adinkra symbols and other history emphasis?
We do. Along with my mom being a minister and everything, she also has an organization called Bullying Prevention Awareness.org 365. And I love, creating with my mom. So yeah, we're still working. And we'll have future projects. And then even myself, I'm kind of tapping into the writer within me, So I've if you knew my story, you would understand why, I'm tapping in. Yeah, I don't look like what I've been through, but my
Hey,
story is a story of inspiration and just yeah, it's good.
you need to check and see if that's a title. I think it might be, but if it's not, I don't look like what I've been through is a title. You need to go write it down because I think that's the title of your next book, dude. I don't look like what I've been through. Hercules, Hercules, Hercules. I like that title big time. So I do want to say thank you for being here today, my darling. We will be looking for you at the Black History Book Fair. The website,
Yes.
you guys, is right at the bottom. Is nadthompson.com. And what does nadthompson.com stand for? What is that?
Actually, it stands for Nicholas and Dorothy Thompson. That's my mom and my stepdad. Yeah,
Okay.
like I said, they've always been just, they're entrepreneurs,
Yeah,
and he just finished his book.
I
So
love it.
I'm like, okay, maybe he wants to, but yeah, I thank you for this platform and just the
Yes,
opportunity to even see all of the authors, because our children, they need to see themselves in literature
yes,
and as well as on TV and in different ways, So
that's
this
right.
this is really good.
Thank you so much, my love. Thank you for being here today. Mwah, 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 mwah.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate you. Look forward to seeing you at the book fair February 15th. I got the location, so we're going to announce it in a minute, and let's get busy. So keep doing that work and tell Dad to get that book done. We'll help him if he needs it. Cool.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
My
Right.
pleasure to have you, my darling. So, you guys, check this out. Here is the situation. We are going to promote more and more of what's in store for the book fair because that's why we're here. But I actually am an author also. And I have a little bit I'm going to contribute. We already know I have other books, but the book that really, to me, helps us deal with Black history and Black future is my book called Bitcoin for Black People. Boom, bop, boom, boom, boom. Don't play with me. People are afraid of Bitcoin. They don't know what it is. It's okay. It is a cryptocurrency. And all that means is It is a currency that is encrypted. It's not like the paper money. Paper money stopped being printed 2 years ago in April. So they're not printing those bills anymore. And they're about to phase them out. We're going into something called the quantum financial system, and all money will be digital. Now, we're already kind of fixed in doing that because all we use are cards. Swoop, swoop, swipe, swipe, swipe. But the dollar is not the only money of the world. There's yen, there's peso, right? Those are monies of other cultures, but Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies like it, we'll get into that another show. Bitcoin is a currency that goes across all countries of the world. You can use it in Aruba. You can use it in India. You can go to Google right now and go to a Google calculator. Just punch up Bitcoin calculator rather. And when you go to a Bitcoin calculator, you go to the country. You pick the country you want to go to, and you see how much Bitcoin is worth in that country. But this is not a Bitcoin class. But my Bitcoin for Black people is specific because I deal with the issue of wealth in our people. Wealth is not a stranger to Black people. Stop playing. Y'all playing game. Look at this brother right here. This is King Mansa Musa. If you don't know who King Mansa Musa is, he is the richest man in the world. They said even compared to Job's and all of them, he was the richest man in the world, and he was one of us. Let's get it clear. This was his sort of a looking at his trade across the world. You'll find this image even when I went to it wasn't it might have been Curacao, but they had a museum there, and this was up of Mansa Musa's travels. So if you just look him up, you're going to find a lot of data about him. But Bitcoin for Black people deals with the fact that wealth is not a stranger to us, but if we're going to amass wealth in the future, we're going to have to do it in Bitcoin. We're going to have to do it in cryptocurrency because understand. Now, look at this picture. This is another picture in the book. You see them brothers and sisters in Ghana? You see that gold? That ain't no gold plated. Those are gold crowns, ornaments, right? So wealth is something that we've been into as a people for some time. So in the book, I talk a little bit about it because we have to get our minds wrapped around the issue of wealth and the issue of creating wealth. Look at this picture. Look, you see that savings bank? That's us, a Black bank. During the Great Depression, y'all, Black people, especially in Chicago, there were millionaires here because we were involved in something called policy. And that's similar to the lotto, but it was here in Chicago. And wealth, again, was not an issue. And so if we are going to reclaim wealth as a people, definitely, period, point blank, cryptocurrency is the way. So I'll have Bitcoin for Black people there. And even look at these brothers. Ooh, y'all playing. They be showing us slaves and they show us hardship. But for some reason, what happened? These pictures weren't shown. Why you ain't put these Black people up? What happened? Why didn't you talk about the wealth? And so this is something very important that I specifically focus on because somebody's got to do it. And I want us, like I said, and I will look at the cover again. I don't even think I put the website up. You don't even put up your own stuff. But the website is bitcoinforblackpeople.com, where you can find this information, find my book, get it, period, point blank. Of course, I'm going to have it at the Soulful Chicago Black History Book Fair, so you don't have to worry about that. So there's just going to be so much at the Black History Book Fair that you're going to love. I'm going to bring Michelle and Marguerite on again because I want to just show sort of the collection. And today, we're not excluding the brothers, but it's nice that it's all sisters on here today. All Black women, let it be known. But I'm going to bring them back on the screen because I think it's important to show the women who are behind the movement to get these images out. And so, hey, ladies, nice to have you. Good. Yep. And I want to be able to share your wisdom again. Marguerite, I want to put this link on your page on Facebook. So tell me your Facebook name again so I can put this on your page.
Oh, thank you. Marguerite's Art.
Right, I have that. So I'm going to put it in the messenger and then you can put it there because I don't know if I have access. But I want you ladies to just look at what is your overall, I guess, what is the future of the work that you all have created? What do you want to see in terms of Marguerite's art? And yeah, what do you want for Marguerite's art? Like, what's the ultimate picture? I'm gonna kind of put you in the front so that you can talk about that, and I'll put your art up as you speak. What's the future for Marguerite's art? What do you want?
Oh wow. I mean, I would this is crazy because this is a lifelong dream. I've been drawing all my life. I'm just excited about having my art out there exposed. I have done several children's books, and I'm an artist. I, paint and have wall art. If you go to margueritesart.com, you'll see some of the wall art I do. I got more into digital art, but I do traditional watercolors and paint and everything. And then now I have sons, when they were little boys, I'm like, get out of my art supplies. But now that they're larger, bigger, I'm like, can you show me how to do this? Just switch from get out my art supplies to help me learn how to do this and that. So I'm learning. My one son is about to have his first art exhibit in California in November. And so we're really excited about that. And I'm hoping to have my own art exhibit. Next year I'll be 65. So I said that'd be a great way to celebrate being 65.
Yeah.
Art
Yeah.
exhibit.
And she fine, she fine. What she say? 65. She fine as wine. Talk about some 65. I love that. No doubt about it. We're going to keep it, keep your imagery alive through the book fair for sure. And how did you all find each other? Because I'm going to put your website up again, just in case if you're looking for an illustrator. Marguerite is here. But how did you all find each other?
We've been
Go
knowing
ahead,
each other.
Michelle. Either you, Michelle,
We
either
didn't
one.
know each other.
Well, we originally we were new members of the same church. What in 80 something,
In the 80s.
83, 84, 80s.
Mm-hmm.
Her oldest daughter is how old?
She'll be 39, I think.
And my oldest daughter is 41. So
Right.
they and then I had a school. So she enrolled her daughter in my school, and she became a part of my board of directors. So, and doing feast times, doing Black History times, she
Oh
did
yeah.
worksheets for the children for the celebrations. I have the words, she's got the images, and it's just been a
Yeah.
great
The perfect
partnership for a
match.
long time. So, but in
I
raising
love
our
that.
families, I'm 67. In raising our families, we raised our families, so we didn't have a whole lot of time. But now
Mm.
our families are raised,
Yeah.
Yes.
and we can focus on our dreams now. Her dream is
Yes.
to be a great
Nice.
illustrator. Mine is to be a great writer. It's a perfect partnership.
Wow.
I love it.
Timing is
A perfect
everything.
partnership.
Time
Mhm.
is
And it's
everything. Now it's time now.
Yes.
That's right. And this is what I love, you guys. I love that the book fair brings us together like this,
Yeah,
to where
yeah,
Yes.
even more relationships are going to
yeah,
happen.
Yes.
We
absolutely.
just in the beginning stages of the building of it,
Mhm.
but all of
Yeah.
our events, I have so many people say things like, I started my publishing company because of the book fair. I met
Wow.
my illustrator at the book fair. I did my first book at the book fair. So taking responsibility for getting our stories out, that's kind of what I'm about, period, point blank. That's how we're going to play
Yeah.
that. And I'm not, I'm a Scientologist, and one of the things that they say in Scientology is, if you see a problem, look at what you didn't do and know why it's a problem, right?
Mm.
I like that.
Yeah, we don't see
Yeah.
enough from that's right. We don't see enough promotion of our work. Good. We need to do it.
Yeah.
Period.
We need to
And
do it.
Exactly.
fill that void. And so that we need to do it. I'm not going to depend on anybody else to do it. And so
Yeah.
I personally love that energy, love that that's a reality. Now, I want to spend this last few minutes that we have talking about the where our book fair is going to be.
Yay.
I'm so excited. And I just
Yay.
can't hide it. Oh God, let me go to the picture. Because when Michelle first brought this to me, guys, um, I was telling her sort of the steps that you have to take. And there's a lot of just pre-production that you have to do. Is nothing else to talk about. You have to find the location. You have to get the application up. You
Mhm.
have to do all of these steps before you can do it. Well, my thing was, I can't wait till I find a space to start promoting. I got to start promoting. And so the decision to start promoting happened. But the location, the discussion, depend, whatever, where you're going just depends on a lot of things.
Yeah.
You need a permit. What's the insurance and all of that?
Yeah.
Well, this one particular location, I was trying to reach out, but last night they had a jazz showcase there, and I just went so I could go meet the people in person.
Good
And
move.
baby, that place is none other than boom, Little Black Pearl. Little
Yes.
Black Pearl, the business of art. What better place to be in? Because when we say art, a lot of times you talk about visual art and painting, but don't sleep on the literary arts, y'all.
Don't sleep
Please.
on it.
We bring it to the table. Don't sleep on it. And the thing about it is, when they got word, when they heard that, oh, y'all want to be here, first of all, big ups to Brianna. Yay. Thank you.
Yay.
She was like, February's free. Thank you. And then the sister Pia, oh man, she said, I heard about it. Maggie Brown, big ups to you, because Maggie Brown made the connection happen. And when that connect, she said, you know what? We're more than happy. I want it here. She said, I don't think we've had a Black book anything here.
Wow.
And I was like,
and
so
I mean,
was like,
this is the Black Book Fair. So what
that's
better
right.
place to have it at Little Black Pearl?
That. Exactly. And so Little Black Pearl is going to be the location. Look at this. My girl Naima said the perfect classy place for the Black History Book Fair. You got that right, baby.
Yes,
and
yes.
not only that, look at that. It's a glass encased, beautiful space.
Wow,
and
gorgeous.
that statue, like who has statues like that? Just almost look like an Olmec head in Mexico. Blood, please. So the decor is amazing. I love it. This last photo I'll show. This is up the stairs cascading to the upper level. Even the chairs, how you gonna have Black history people?
Wow.
So anyway, we're gonna have a lot to share. And February 15th, if you don't know, now you know. Please go to our website, soulfulchicagobookfair.com. There is a donation button. We are taking donations right now. That's right, for the Black History Book Fair. I'm going to put that at the bottom of the website. And hey, come and be a part. If you are an author that wants to be a part of the book fair, please go to soulfulchicagobookfair.com that you see at the bottom, and just go to author submission, and you can submit your work. Okay. And once you do that, if you're approved, hey, we running a discount. You pay the same week, it's cheaper, but the store is paying for it, and it's a big thing. So I do love you. We're out of time, but thank you, ladies, for being on Gathering of the Griots today in a big way. And we got more in store, so y'all stay around. Not today.
Thank you for having us.
That's right.
Yes, thank you so much.
Stay in tune. I love you guys, and let's close out with the female solution. Peace.
All right.
We've come to the end of our show today. If you missed any broadcasts, go to our website for the audio and video archives at www.thefemalesolution.com. On behalf of our team of radio hosts, I'd like to thank all of you who participated in today's discussions. And to our global family joining us from all around the world, we say thank you. To our family in China, xie xie. India, Dhanyavad. Japan, arigato. Korea, kamsamnida. Russia, spasiba. Germany, danke. Poland, dziękuję. France, merci. Spain, gracias. Italy, grazie. Egypt, shukran. Ghana, madasi. Nigeria, eshe. South Africa, ngiabonga. Senegal, jaref. Kenya, asante. Israel, toda. Pakistan, shukriya. Afghanistan, tashakur. Saudi Arabia and Palestine, shukran. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Thank you, and may peace be upon you and the mercy of God and God's blessings.